So flat out, it definitely feels like long-running anime is a dying breed, and at some given point, it'll basically be a moot way of doing anime, because if you've noticed over the past few years, the amount of long runners have been decreasing and decreasing. The Bleach anime, as popular as Bleach was, that got canceled. The Fairy Tail anime got canceled, came back. As of right now, we don't know if it's going to continue to be, weekly like it was before, but ultimately that was still from the same batch of long runners, and we don't really know at this given point regarding Fairy Tail whether it's going to continue to be long or not. Naruto is on its last arc. Once Naruto finishes, that's done as well, and then what we have left is really basically like One Piece and stuff that's been going on for a long time. But as far as new series coming in and sticking around with that weekly, you're getting an episode every week, it definitely feels as though that is a dying breed. One of the last ones that I can recall that came out and tried to do the, long-running weekly format was Toriko. And Toriko, unfortunately, due to what a lot of people say, Toei kind of just butchering the living shit out of it and making it, just completely different from the manga, that kind of failed. And ultimately, to be honest with you, while I love knowing every week, oh man, I got that Naruto, I got that One Piece, I got that episode to look forward to every single week, almost every week, definitely, I would say the wiser choice and the better choice overall is to do seasonal, because with long running, a lot of times there's a lot of obstacles that we got to run into. You got to run into filler, you got to run into poorly animated episodes because the budget is just not there for that particular episode or that particular week, and you'll get like the ostrich filler, or you get stuff of that nature. But with the new model that they've been approaching lately, it's for the most part a good thing. There are some flaws to it as well regarding just doing like 25 episodes, see how it goes, and then we do 25 more. The problem with that I'm not really too fond of is that some anime fall by the wayside and don't ever get completed. You look at a series like Nura Rise of the Yokai Clan or Medaka Box, those don't have like definitive endings, and long runners, they usually do get their finale and they get a proper ending. And while at the end of the day that is a flaw, I still say that I ultimately prefer having seasonal over long running, just because normally a seasonal thing of like 25 episodes or 12 episodes will have very good animation. They have the exact budget. They know what they're doing. There's no need for filler or anything of that nature. So you will run into less problems. And it's unfortunate because I do love, again, watching my weekly dose of like, oh man, I got this episode of Fairy Tail to look forward to this episode. But it just really does seem to be a dying breed. For the most part, the long runners that we've had are all old things that's been, for 10 years or more. One Piece is still going, but that's because, it's the exception. It's one of the most popular anime out there, period. Likewise with a series like Case Closed while it's still running. But newer series, like everything is coming out and it's doing like, let's just do 25 episodes. And while again I agree that that's the smarter decision, and for the most part it does turn out better, ultimately it's a sad thing, because at the end of the day it would have been awesome, for example, to have Magi weekly. And again, I understand, it's way better just having better animation, no filler or anything like that, but the thought of having an episode to look forward to every single week is something that only long running can bring you. Just like, oh man, I can't wait to see what's going to happen this week. And even sometimes when there's filler, it's like, well, I didn't read this in the manga, so this is a little bit interesting. Of course, if it's a good filler, but it's really just showing. And I honestly feel that after like maybe another 5 years, another 10 years, long-running anime will become a thing of the past, because it just seems a lot wiser to do things seasonally. Look at Kuroko no Basket, one of the most popular manga right now, and the anime, they just drop 25 episodes a year or every other year, and bam, it gets, beautiful animation, high production quality overall, and they don't got to worry about running into filler or what we're going to do when we get to this particular point, how we're going to close the gap. It's a wiser decision, and ultimately, it just feels as though long-running anime is becoming antiquated, and it's unfortunate, but it really seems like that's the case. And I mean, you can't blame the studios at the end of the day, because first of all, doing long-running opposed to doing shorter series, it's a huger investment. You have every single week, 24/7 practically, these animators are drawing and coming up with scripts and all sorts of different things on how to adapt things, and it's just a lot more stress on the studios. And I mean, I gotta ask you guys, what is your take on this? Because with long-running series, again, you have a lot to look forward to, but there's also a lot of problems. Do you prefer the fact that it's seemingly becoming antiquated to have long-running series? Do you prefer having shorter series that it's going to have really high quality and it's just going to do everything properly, have better pacing? Like, one of the problems that like the One Piece anime has is that it does like one chapter per episode, so a lot of times these episodes will feel a lot slower than a normal anime. So definitely, again, there's a lot of positives to going this route, but it's just unfortunate, and it honestly just seems very factual that slowly but surely long-running series, getting those 500 episodes of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and GT, getting all these hundreds of episodes, is a dying breed. But let me know what's your take on the whole matter. Are you happy about this? Do you think that this is true? I mean, even the new Sailor Moon Crystal is coming out, and for the most part, it seems like that's going to be a seasonal as well. It's only confirmed for 25. What is your whole take on this? Do you think that this is the proper way to do it? Or are you sad about this? Do you feel as though you like having your Naruto One Piece episode each and every week and you love that format? What is your take on it? And just overall thoughts on the subject. But that's all I have for this discussion. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, you can do so as well. That'd be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.